What's going on, guys? We are back again. We're finally going to be reviewing episode 5 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, this episode probably was my favorite. Not only did we get to see the return of Hayden in not only but one but two ways, but damn, man, I don't even know where to begin. The episode goes back and forth with not only flashbacks of where we got to see Hayden Christensen return as Padawan Anakin Skywalker, training with the younger Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Attack of Clothes version of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you see them sparring. So this must be the fight that Ewan and Hayden promised when it got announced. And then we see where the third sister Reva shows up, and she is somehow given a promotion to become Grand Inquisitor, and the tracker is working and the Empire is coming to where Obi-Wan and the rest of them are. He comes up with a plan because he knows how Anakin is, aka Vader, due to he's very impulsive. He's just going to come in gun swinging and everything. And when this occurs, you see where he starts telling them, okay, build up a blockade, and when this happens, we're going to try to hold out as long as we can. And when this happens, we see a bunch of stormtroopers and even Death Troopers show up, and we even see where Reva shows up as well. She's trying to get Obi-Wan out, and Obi-Wan wants to go ahead and try to make a terms and condition, but he easily figures out, while trying to give time to Leia to go up into the area of the mining duct due to of how small she is with her size, she has the most ability to be able to fix whatever issue is, since they are unable to leave due to them closing off the hangar bay. Now, what was really cool was it got figured out that Reva is that girl that was shown in the beginning where she saw Anakin come with the 501st and slaughter the younglings, and she played dead, and she is obviously what Obi-Wan was able to figure out, and us as the audience figure out, is when she said that that was the only family that she knew and he slaughtered them, and she blames Obi-Wan because that was his Padawan, and she's not serving him, she was hunting him because she wanted revenge against Anakin, aka Vader, because of him slaughtering the younglings and doing what he did. So she wanted revenge the only way she thought she could get, and that is the reason why she was doing this. And this is the main reason why that I guess that they had it written this way, which again is not a bad way, but at the same time there was some things they could have done a little bit better in this. Honestly, I think the way that they did it, because Obi-Wan kept trying to tell her, if we work together then we'll be able to stop him. Now, what was also interesting was they actually fixed canon a little bit in this, because I thought they were going to mess it up, but they didn't, because what they were actually able to do was they were finally able to have where the stormtroopers storm the hangar and they start killing everybody and they overtake everyone, and Obi-Wan is pulling off some massive moves, man. He's becoming the Jedi we all know, that we remember from the Clone Wars, even when he got attacked from the other clones as well, so we remember how he is. And unfortunately, Tala, she sacrifices herself along with her droid to make sure that he survives, because of how far they were able to overcome them. And when this happens, Obi-Wan comes up with an idea to sacrifice himself to try to buy them more time, and he gets arrested, and Reva says that Vader's coming, and he even says that you're not bringing him to, or I'm bringing him to you, you're not bringing him to me, because that's all she wants is revenge. And he even keeps telling her, if you do this right, we can end this now. And in a way, she kind of lets him go, because she puts him right back into the hangar, and he's able to escape and give him more time. And Leia is able to finally open up the hangar and be able to get Lola back to normal after she realizes that she was tampered with. Then Vader shows up, and he just starts going through, man. I mean, this episode was really crazy, because not only was Vader having flashbacks, but so was Obi-Wan about their training session they had when Anakin was still a Padawan. And then what we see is he's going through and he sees the ship leaving, and Vader just stops it with sheer force. And this is something that we've seen in Star Wars several times. One of the main times we saw this, obviously, was with Ahsoka in Clone Wars, and then another time with Rey in the sequels. But I think it's more importantly with Ahsoka in Clone Wars because of how so much alike her and Anakin are. But he's able to land it down with the sheer will of the Force, and he breaks it apart, and then the real one leaves. And right when this happens, you're seeing more flashbacks of the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan. And Anakin did have the more power above him, and he had the, I would say, Obi-Wan in a corner. Then Obi-Wan was able to manipulate him and get the lightsaber from him. He even said, "You're a great warrior, but you need to stop proving that to win is all you want, because it's going to make you lose." And when this happens, we see where he finally comes face to face with Reva. Reva attacks him, and they start attacking. And he said that he knew that she was going to attack him. That's how Vader is. We all know this. And she starts attacking him, and then he uses the sheer will of the Force and dodging to be able to fight her. He doesn't use nothing else. He doesn't use a lightsaber till like last minute. And when she starts using the double blade from the one that she uses, that obviously that Inquisitors use, he breaks it apart, and then he starts fighting with the lightsaber and has 2 lightsabers. So we got to see one of the sheer wills of Vader, of how powerful he is. But at the same time, I wish we could have seen a lot more. Because again, they wasted a little bit because of how powerful Vader is, and they could have shown more. Because right when this happens, we're even seeing flashbacks of when Anakin stormed the temple. Only flashbacks for a minute, and we need to have something more of that when he was doing this. But again, we may or not have it. I don't know. I'm going to make a video about that at some point. And then what we see is he actually stabs Reva through the chest, and he says, "You really think I didn't know, youngling?" And he takes it off of her, and the other Grand Inquisitor shows up, the actual Grand Inquisitor, and he's alive. And what we see is they even tells her, "We're going to leave you where we found you." And they leave, and she finds a transponder that Bail Organa gave Obi-Wan, that Haja, he was there. He dropped it when he was trying to run with Leia. And now this is how it goes into that leak where she goes Tatooine looking for Luke. So now it's coming off for a circle. What did I think about this episode? I liked it, but at the same time, I understand the reason why they were doing what they were doing. But at the same time, they were giving Reva just a little too more screen time. Again, I don't like the character, but I do like what they did where we see a Padawan becoming a Sith Inquisitor and then wanting revenge. But I kind of was hoping we'd find out a little more early, so that way she'd be more likable and she wouldn't be hated as much as she is. And again, I'm more blaming the writing and the character rather than I am blaming the actress. It's not her fault. But I do wish that they would have explained this more, a little bit more on. Again, there was a lot more fandom theories that was out there that could have shown this. Again, the CGI that they did for Hayden could have been a little bit better. Again, it was amazing seeing him again, but again, I think the CGI could have been a little bit better. I liked the fight between him and Obi-Wan. I liked the fight between Reva and Darth Vader. I liked the fight scene with the overhauling of the stormtroopers. So again, great scenery. Again, it was a waste opportunity, I think, where Vader could fight Obi-Wan once again, but it wasn't. Or maybe have him and Reva fight together. Maybe for her to have one last redemption. She dies, giving Obi-Wan the chance to escape. That would have been a lot better, out of my opinion. But that's just me. What do you guys think? I'm going to make some more videos about this. Let me know down in the comments down below if you guys are new to the channel. I'll stay about subscribing. Leave a big like on the video if you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you on the next one.